Hey friends, today I'm going to be reviewing the Physicians Formula CC Plus Cream. It is 1.2 fluid ounces and I have mine in the shade light medium. It has SPF 30 and it stands for Color Correction and Care. And I bought mine at Rite Aid for around 12 something I believe, but on the Ulta site it's about $14.99, so it's 12 to around $14.99 for the price. I'm going to be giving you like a demo, swatch, review, before and after footages. And also this is a collab with my friend Rachel. She's reviewing the new Maybelline Nudes palette. So I hope you guys check her out and I'll link her below. And I hope you guys watch her video after you watch this one. So let's go ahead and get started with the review and the demo. So I noticed right away when I put this on, it feels rather thick and creamy. It kind of feels like tinted moisturizer, but a little thicker. So when I put it on, it blends easily. But I noticed right away it has a scent. It smells like sunblock because probably the SPF 30 in it. And I noticed I was using a flat tip kabuki brush at first, but I realized that it's actually better when you use your hands because your hands will kind of blend the product in more and it will allow the product to kind of match your skin tone even more because it'll warm up the product and let it blend easily into your skin. I find that the color isn't completely there for me. Like, I think that the color tones are about like pink undertones, but I have yellow undertones, so it doesn't match my skin completely. But I went ahead and let it work by putting on powder and bronzer. It's actually the base that I have on right now. The Physicians CC cream claims that it's supposed to blend into your skin naturally to hide imperfections. I think that's kind of just a claim because honestly, it's not true because the first application is so sheer that it doesn't hide any of my acne spots or my freckles. A lot of you guys were mentioning, oh, you have a lot of sunspots on your face like when you see me without makeup, but it's actually like freckles because I've had them my whole life. They're just browns. I don't know why they are brown, but it's just all over my face and I have a lot of freckles on my face. It doesn't hide that, and like I don't want to hide freckles, but what I do like to hide are my acne scars because they're really dark and pigmented. So the first layer definitely doesn't hide any acne scars or any of that. It's quite sheer to medium coverage. I did a second layer with my hands and I blended it in very well, and I noticed that still after 2 layers of coverage it's still very sheer. I mean, it did hide some acne scars and some freckles here and there, but overall it's a sheer to medium coverage, not even medium, like sheer to light/medium coverage. I noticed that the CC cream provides a dewy finish. I have oily prone skin, so I find that it doesn't last all day long. I'm oily in the T-zone, the forehead, and the nose, and sometimes around this area. And at the end of the day, it looks like I don't have any base on my face. Like, it doesn't look like I have foundation or anything. So it definitely isn't long lasting for my skin tone or for my skin type, but it might work really well for dry skin types. I noticed with a flat top kabuki brush, when I blend it in, it gets a little streaky, like I'll see like streaky lines. But if I use my hands, it doesn't look streaky at all and it looks a little bit more natural. I find that there's more coverage when I use a flat top kabuki brush, but when I use my hands, it kind of melts the product into the skin, so there's less coverage. But I prefer to use my hands for this product simply because I don't like the streaky look, and you just have to add a little bit more product if you are using your hands, but I definitely recommend using your hands for this product. I definitely like the packaging. The packaging is fantastic. I'm really into packaging where it's like a squeeze tube because you can squeeze the product. And before you apply the CC cream, it says to shake well before use, but it's a product that's really creamy and like lotion, so shaking doesn't do anything to it. So instead of shaking, I think they meant like squish it around before you use the product. I think that's what they meant instead of shaking, because shaking doesn't do anything to it. It's not even liquidy at all. So after using this product for more than a week straight, my skin didn't break out. So I love that about it because when sometimes you're testing out foundations, sometimes I'm bound to break out, but I definitely didn't break out. Overall, I like the product for like a summer light makeup look, but I do have some cons. The con is that the sunblock scent is kind of strong in the beginning, but it does go away in time. Like after a couple of hours, you won't smell the sunblock scent. But if you don't like sunblock scent, it's gonna really bother you in the beginning. Another con is that because I have oily prone skin, I found that it didn't last very long for me. It doesn't even last for 8 hours. It only lasts like maybe like 5 hours for my skin, but then afterwards I'm like oily all over my T-zone, and I have to like touch up with blotting powder or like blotting sheets by Clean and Clear, or blotting powder by Revlon, the Revlon Color Stay that I really like. Another con is that the light medium shade that I got doesn't match my skin tone, but the darker shade that they had would be a little too dark and wouldn't match my skin tone at all. So this was like the closest match, and it doesn't really match completely. It didn't really blend in naturally. I felt, even though blending it to my neck area, I just don't think that it's like really the perfect color for me. So what I did was I ended up using powder on top, and then I used a lot of bronzer on like my hairline to kind of make it look like it matches my skin tone. And it's actually the one that I'm using right now. I think it, you know, it looks like it matches now because I have bronzer, because bronzer makes a huge difference if you're trying to match your foundation. Just put a lot of bronzer on like your hairline, it'll look like you are naturally tanned, and also it'll kind of help blend in any foundation that you have. Another con is that this definitely transfers on clothing. You're taking off your clothes or you're hugging someone, it'll get on their clothes. Overall, I do like this Physicians CC Plus cream product. I like how lightweight it is. The only con, the major con that I don't like about this product is that it's not the perfect color match for me, and that it has pink undertones. I wish it had yellow undertones or it was more neutral, but it's obviously a lot of pink undertones to it. But overall, I'm going to continue using it. I don't believe in wasting like product, and it works well when I have powder on. So it's workable. It's just not my favorite. So I'm not going to be here and say, oh, it's my favorite, because it's not. But it's also not something that I hate. So I'm not going to waste it, but I definitely won't go and buy any more just because there isn't a a shade that matches my skin tone perfectly. Even though it says it's blendable and it will naturally blend into your skin tone, I don't think that it really did for me. So that's my review. I hope you like the demos and everything, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my reviews. And please check out my friend Rachel and her Maybelline Nudes palette review, and subscribe to her. She is such a sweet friend, and I'm really glad that I found her here on YouTube. So definitely check her out. And again, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey friends.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to Cook with April on Thirsty Thursdays. We're bringing it back for you guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make something very simple.